one second. There, hold on one second. One second. Alright, we're already at 50 seconds into the video. Welcome everybody to the X-Men previews of the NFL today. This is just the NFL preview. Let me get my camera going so everybody can hear me, so it's not under duress. Alright, so like I said, I had my little video last night, and I talked about how the Heisman was robbed by Janty. But we're going to talk about the NFL right now, because I said this is what it's for. Alright, so let's start off with the early game at 1 o'clock today. The Ravens and the Giants. Oh boy. Baltimore's a 16.5-point favorite right now. With all due respect, I wouldn't even be surprised if they were a 21-point favorite against the Giants. However, I am actually gonna take the Giants with the points. I feel like it's gonna stay closer than that, within 7. The New York Giants obviously have had a very terrible year. I would be shocked if the ball comes back for the Giants. The Ravens at 8-5 need this win to get some kind of playoff seeding, but I think they kind of buried themselves already a little bit personally. They're definitely playing on the road in the first round, regardless. I think there's no chance they're going to do that, but that's why I think the Giants could keep it close if they can put points on the board. I don't know if that's possible. Probably I would take the Giants plus 16.5 in this game. That's just me. The Jets and the Jaguars at 1 o'clock. Ugh, another nasty one. The overrated Aaron Rodgers and his 3-10 football team, which he built his own team, and they are just not a good franchise. The fact that the Jets are a 3-point favorite is kind of off. The Jags at 3-10. Obviously, neither team is going to the playoffs. Probably lean towards the Jaguars to win this game, honestly. I still think I just want to see the Jets completely tank out now. Just that it's proof that Aaron Rodgers is done and he don't need to come back. But that's my opinion. I personally don't want him. I don't understand that whole logic out there with the Jets, why they gave up so much for Rodgers at 39, 40 years old, whatever he is now. Probably take the Jaguars with that one. On to the next one. A lot of these games are non-playoff teams early. The Cowboys are the Panthers. 3-10 Panthers, 5-8 Cowboys. Those Cowboys, those fans, even up to last week, were saying they were going to the Super Bowl. Now everybody's quiet in Dallas. Carolina is a favorite against Dallas today. It's a tricky situation here. I feel as if Dallas might want to come out and play this game, but you know what? I want the Panthers. So, honestly, I would probably take the Panthers -3. I think that sounds like a really formidable bet. I mean, what's his name has been playing really good now. I forget his name now. I'm going to go look at it so I can't. Bryce Young. Bryce Young has been playing better. He's definitely put it together a little bit finally. And, even a 3-10, I think. Hey, if the Panthers win this game, good for them. That would make them 4-10. Even though I don't know what they would be trying to go for. Panthers -3 sounds like a good one. The line probably take under 42. I don't think there's gonna be an over that one. The next one, this has a little bit of playoff significance. Is the Commanders of the Saints. the 8-5 Commanders actually would be holding the final playoff spot right now, I think, at 8-5. And the New Orleans Saints are not a very good team, but they're still hanging. I think they have Carr in there. The line's 7.5. I'd probably take the Saints plus 7.5 actually in this game. I think it's going to be a closer game than people give credit to. The New Orleans Saints obviously started 2-0 and it totally tailed out, but I think they won last week. So, yeah, at 5-8, that's where they stand right now. The Commanders at 7 plus 7.5. I don't, they're 7.5 point favorite. I'd probably take the Saints plus 7.5. Although I think the Commanders can win. I think they're gonna squeeze it out. They really have to because if they don't, they might not even make that last playoff spot. So you got to really be careful with that as far as that goes. So hopefully that's how it plays out. Moving on, the Bengals and the Titans. The Bengals and the Titans, the 5-8 Bengals and the Tennessee Titans. Now, Bengals money line. And Joe Burrow to go off, and Ja'Marr Chase to go off was part of a parlay that I put in there today, only because I think even at 5-8, the Bengals, if they had a defense and they did something and it didn't start so raunchy, they're still a good football team, but their record doesn't show it. At 5-8, they're the one team that I think at 5-8. I mean, Joe Burrow's giving it all he can. Him and Ja'Marr Chase are MVP candidates, in my opinion. They really are. I would honestly have Joe Burrow right there with the 5-8 Bengals. Yeah, this is a 5.5 point line. I'd probably just take it and nail it down to the money line for the Bengals. I don't know if they're going to win by 5.5. The Titans might play a good game with them, but who knows? Depends how much they really want to win the game. But I would probably take the Bengals. I would definitely take the Bengals money line. So we'll see. But it doesn't really do anything. Neither team are going to the playoffs. The Chiefs and the Browns. Simplest bet is to just take the Chiefs money line because the refs are going to get involved in this one. At 12-1, all these games that they've won by 3 points. What irony that they've won all these games by 3 points. That they've already given themselves away a little bit. The Chiefs as their ref pairs. And they need the victory. I don't even think they need the victory, honestly. But they're probably going to win money line. So probably take the Chiefs. Maybe Travis. Maybe the backs man will get a touchdown. Next up, Dolphins and the Texans. Dolphins have an outside chance to make the playoffs. Texans are in a playoff chase, but this is an interesting game for me because I feel like if the Miami Dolphins can win this game, they might be able to make the playoffs. As crazy as it sounds, it's very slim, but they got all their pieces on their team. And for some reason, I'm not really that sold on the Texans that much. I mean, Joe Mixon runs lights out. Honestly, I'd probably take Joe Mixon for an anytime touchdown today. He gets him like almost every game. The Texans have been pretty fairly good. It's going to be a really great tight game for the Dolphins in order to win this game at the Texans. But in the end of the day, do you take Dolphins? I would take the Dolphins plus 2.5. I think that it could be one of those kind of games where the Miami Dolphins come out and yada, yada, yada. So we'll see what happens there. I would probably take the Miami Dolphins plus 2.5. I would take the over in the game because I think there might be some scoring in this one. All right, moving on. The Colts and the Broncos. The Colts at 6-7, the Denver Broncos at 8-5. Very interesting game. But at the end of the day, I probably would take the Broncos minus 4.5. I haven't really looked at this game because it's a later game, but the Denver Broncos, honestly, right now they're 8-5. So if they win, they go 9-5. They stay to the playoff. I didn't expect the Denver Broncos to be 8-5. So as much as I'm not sold on Sean Payton as being a good coach, he got him to 8-5. So maybe he's got something that I didn't think he had. And he has a 30-year-old rookie. Either or, Denver Broncos been playing pretty good football inside the numbers. Williams, I mean, Bo Nix is playing good, 28-42. Cortland Sutton, 5 touchdowns. I mean, we'll see what happens. The Denver Broncos probably should definitely win this game. It's a shame because if the Indianapolis Colts had a quarterback that was like not so inconsistent, I think the Colts probably would be a better team too. But 6-7, I mean, for them is not that bad. But I'd probably take the Denver Broncos in this game, with the 4.5 even. The Patriots and the Cardinals, ugh, the underachievers versus the Patriots. I would not be shocked, even though Arizona is a 6-point favorite. I would not be shocked if the Patriots won this football game. I would probably take the Patriots +6 in this game. I feel like Drake May's been playing okay football. They're saying he's a good quarterback. I was like, he's a getting to be a good quarterback, learning in his first season. So we'll see what happens. Mac Jones had the same exact thing, and we all know where he's at. And the Arizona Cardinals, it's a shame because I really thought the Cardinals were going to be a playoff team, but Kyler Murray, he hasn't had a terrible year. James Conner's played well. They just need weapons. They need weapons. Or Arizona needs more weapons. And moving into next year, I think they should go out and get guys. I think they could probably be a playoff team next year if they could do it. They might even be able to make it this year, but I doubt it. It's going to be really, really tough to figure them out. So I'd probably take the Patriots +6. Arizona might win though, but I would take the Patriots +6 just to play it safe. All right, the next game, the big game, and this is where the Buffalo Bills are really getting tested now. The Buffalo Bills at the Detroit Lions, at 12-1 and 10-3. The Lions haven't faced much adversity, if any, this year at all. So they have lost guys, but they're staying floating at 12-1. Really impressive how the Lions have 12-1 right now. It's going to be tough for Josh Allen to go out there and win this game. It really is. This is one time I think that the Lions probably take the 2.5. I think they're going to win by 2.5, at least. It's going to be an interesting game. It's going to probably be over 54. Yeah, I would definitely take over 54 in this game. The Detroit Lions probably win by 2.5. I'm thinking they've been playing very good football. I mean, everyone wants to talk about the Eagles, but the Detroit Lions have been playing good football too, and even Minnesota too. But I don't think they're even on this list today. But either or, I think the Lions minus 2.5. I think Amon St. Brown gets a touchdown. Josh Allen's going to at least run one in, I think, today. So, that's where I stand with the Lions. 12-1, probably get that. The 420, another 425 game. Interesting game. Tampa Bay at San Diego, or Los Angeles Chargers. They, another good one. Tampa Bay Buccaneers fighting for their playoff lives. The keep saying San Diego Chargers. Los Angeles Chargers. Playing a game. Now, the line is -3 on this game. I would not be shocked if Tampa Bay won this game. I'm thinking that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers pull this one out and end up winning the game, and they'll become 8-6. I'm thinking that's where we're going to be going here. I think Tampa Bay +3 against the Chargers seems like a solid bet today, and maybe over 45. That's what I'm looking at right now. All right. And maybe Mike Evans gets a TD. Next game, the Steelers and the Eagles. I mean, it's in Philadelphia again. turmoil again, and the Steelers are missing their best receiver. What an irony. So even when the Eagles play a team that is pretty good, their best receivers out. So obviously the Eagles with 5.5. I mean, I would probably just take them on the money line. The Eagles will find a way to win this game because Barkley's probably going to run wild. Um, but that's really where I would be with it at right now. Um, I mean, 11-2, the Steelers 10-3. Most likely, the Eagles get the job done today on the money line. I would take them on the money line. I wouldn't take them with the points though. I think that it's going to be a close game, but at the end of the day, they don't have their best receiver, the Steelers. So obviously, again, the Eagles win the game. And then after that, Packers Seahawks. I'm going to talk about that later tonight because you know what? I'll probably go on live later too. Like, review everything that happened here. I mean, Tampa Bay's got a tough challenge. I mean, really, right now, it looks like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dolphins. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Dolphins, and the Commanders are all those three teams have to really win, I think, in order to stay in their chances. Miami's really going to have a tough time. But I think Miami might be able to actually have a chance to beat the Texans tonight. So we'll see where that goes. That's my evaluation. I'll talk to everybody later tonight. X-Man out for now.